Hi, this is Shannon with Chic and Sassy Nails by Shannon. I am getting started on my next mani, and I am doing I have leftovers from Berry Blazer because I did these on my toes before I left for Jamaica. So I'm trying to figure out how to best. I think I'm just gonna cut the slants because it's just one simple cut. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And then, but then I have to peel it off here, which is always the tricky part. I forgot to grab my tweezers. All right. Sorry, I'm hoarse. Let me clear my throat. All right. I am 3 days back from my Jamaica trip, and it was amazing. I have to tell you, I have on the base of my nails, I have a very custom Stacy's Sassy Styles top coat, or what did she call it? Sassy sauce? So maybe that's what she's calling it. I can't remember. But she made me my own top coat, and I'm have used that as the base, and I might put more over depending on how this looks. But I am doing a Stacy Slant tip in Berry Blazer, and I'm using an accent of deep diving with it. I'll show you how, and I have an idea. I'm going to cut it like nail tape. And actually, so Stacy's group is doing a bingo board that I've been participating in, but this one could be like 4 different squares, so I have to decide. I don't know which square I'm going to use it for. So I can use it for Stacy slants, I can use it for negative space, I can use it for nail tape, and hold on, I gotta get a drink. And for, what's it called? Like complementary colors. So I have to decide once I'm done. But I decided to go with this colors because it goes really cool with it looks really cool with the top coat. The top coat is like the magenta, and I think it's black, but it kind of reads as maybe it is teal. But it's my hair color. Oops. Sorry, my cord fell. But anyway, I'm loving it, and I might put more on as a top coat too, and not just a base coat. I haven't decided. I was going to see how much it shows up once I'm done. So that is the goal here. All right, so I just cut my strips and eyeball it in half when I do my slant tips. I'm trying to not go as low as I did on my pinky because I have plans for the deep diving. If you haven't used deep diving, that is a cream solid, and it's a very God, what kind of color would you call that? A deep blue greeny color, if you can see that. It's dark, and I wanted a dark set with this, and I liked the contrasting colors, so that's why I went with it. So now my fingernails are going to match my toes, which they didn't when I was in Jamaica, but I didn't mind. I don't always match them. I'm trying not to go so low on these. I tend to go down pretty low on when I do the slant tips, but because I want to add some stripes on this with the deep diving, excuse me here, I wanted to go up a little higher. So it's lower on my pinkies, but that's okay. So let me tell you some highlights. Oh, I have to show you. I just posted this morning. So I had a call this morning with one of the field development leaders at Color Street. We did like a group, we had a group call that we've had weekly for the last 5 weeks. We took last week off. But we were supposed to bring a picture of ourselves as a kid and share something that we'd tell ourselves, what we would tell our younger self if we could. So just a second, let me get this one and I'll share my picture I found. It is one of my favorite pictures from me as a kid. I was in the sandbox at my neighbor's house, I believe. I think they even took the picture. Oh, that's really low. Oh, it's really high up because it didn't get I'm not able to take it off. So it's going to be what it is. That one didn't get, that's okay. I'm not very consistent on these ones. I'm being all the same. Look at this, is my picture from 1980 is what I had written, so I bet you it had said on the back, which would have made me 3. I feel like I look older than 3. Maybe not. Anyway, I had realized, this was what I shared, is that I have to get out of my own way in order to achieve my goals. By basically get out of my negative mindset and all the things that I think I can't do, and change it up. And I think I can be more successful that way. But I think that's true about a lot of things, that that we are our own worst enemies, I guess is what the saying is. So we are definitely harder on ourselves and oftentimes lack confidence and lack the courage to make changes and to do things that are difficult. So, all right, look at those with that special top coat. Isn't that awesome? All right, so I am liking how did I do that? Did I do it? No, I did do it this way. It doesn't matter, right? Because I could just use the other side. All of a sudden, I doubted how I've been putting these on. Okay. This berry blazer is like a super, well, this is amazing color because it matches my hair. So I love it. And I think this really bright magenta is one of the Pantone colors this year. Or maybe it's the Pantone color of the year. Oh, all right. Yeah. That one's way lower than the rest. Oh, well. All right. Not going for perfection. I like to go for perfection, but that is not a realistic thing. So, all right. So Joe and I, we just celebrated our 23rd wedding anniversary in August on the 18th. And we were just in Jamaica, which was our first, this was kind of our first big vacation, just the two of us since having kids. And my kids are 13 and 16, so it's been a while. We've had an overnight or a weekend before, but nothing like this, exotic and fancy, to be honest. All right, I gotta get a drink. So I had earned a trip for both of us to go to Montego Bay, Jamaica on an all-inclusive, it's an all-inclusive trip, resort. Airfare was paid. It was pretty awesome. And because I had gotten quite a bit of points towards that trip, we also got a fancy butler suite. So we had a 2-room suite that oceanfront, had a big bedroom with a king bed, and then it had 2 bath, like a full bath and a 3/4 bath, and a living room and a double, like the balcony went across both, you know, the bedroom and the living room. And it was right facing the ocean. We were up on the 3rd floor, I believe. And we had a team of 3 butlers that we could basically message. They set us up on WhatsApp, and we could message for anything we needed. And they'd bring it up or have it delivered, and it was pretty cool. And something I've never experienced before. And what was I gonna say? I don't know. It was pretty cool. The butlers were on call or like available from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then there was like room service 24 hours that were included in the all-inclusive. And then there were like a bunch of different restaurants. Some took reservations and some didn't. Even with the butler, some reservations were hard to get. We didn't get to go to all the restaurants. But 2 of the meals were covered by Color Street, so that was a little, so that like took up 2 of the nights for meals, and we were only there 4 nights. So one night we went to an Italian restaurant that was super good, and one night we went to an Asian restaurant, which was also super good. Asian food is my favorite. Oh, I almost had that. Come on. So I'm just cutting strips instead of using nail tape because that is what I am used to doing. And I'm trying to separate and not get this whole... Maybe I didn't cut these through enough. I should have. All right, here, hold on. No, this is double the width. I don't want. All right, I wasn't going to use that. It's stuck to my tweezers, however. Okay, let's see if I can get this without it ripping. Okay. So the trickiest thing is me trying to get it lined up how I want it. Which is pretty much like that. All right. Okay, oops, that ripped there. Let's see if I can stick that back down without... It's very curvy at the moment. Maybe I'll just put this on too. Hold on, let me switch hands. See if I can get it to lay down without... That is very crooked. It got really curvy because my nail is so curved. All right, let's just tweak that. Get that cut off. All right, so food was good. We found this little jerk chicken stand that was like between the pool and the beach. That was probably our favorite lunch spot. And then we got to our room 2 afternoons. When we got back to our room, we had a fruit plate, and then one day we had a cheese and cracker plate, so that was awesome. Which was good after the beach. And our friend had, so we had this big room, butler suite. which was kind of nice because you could have people hang out with us in our room. And then in the daytime, there was one of our teammates had a swim up room, and those were set up so they were on obviously they're on the main floor, and then but they had like these canals that went in between to access the swim up rooms, like they were connected to the main pool. So this resort had two different resorts like on the same property. It was the Hyatt Ziva and the Zalera. And the Ziva was the adults only side, and the Zalara was the family side. But really, we had almost that whole resort. Like, we kind of took over the whole resort, so there weren't a ton of families. There were a few, but not a ton. And not that it mattered. It wasn't like I didn't notice it being a negative or anything. Sorry, this is the only problem, is that it gets very curvy and hard to work with a little bit. All right, let's see if I can line this up. So they're not going to be identical, like negative space-wise, between the magenta and the, I don't know, is deep diving teal? I don't know what it's a blue-green. I don't know what you call it. It kind of looks like a green here. All right. I do like the colors together. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to want more. I wish I would have put another layer of the top coat on the bottom before I did this, because I don't know if I'm going to want to put more on top. I could. I can't decide. All right. Maybe I'll test it out on my right hand, on my non-nail-fee hand, and see if I like it. We'll see. Okay, so we'll see if I remember by the time I get these done. I like the contrasting colors. I forget that I took this out so I could heat these up a little bit with the flax bag. If you haven't tried that yet, I heat it in my microwave for about 40 seconds and fold it in half, and it helps keep that heat in the middle. So let's see. All right. Okay. That works good. All right. It just kind of smooths everything out and helps cure it a little bit faster. All right, I have, oops, you know what? I'm gonna want to put this a little further down. So I am trying to catch up from being gone last week, and then, so I am working on getting all my orders entered slowly here, but, and then Stacy will be able to update the loyalty cards so I can get that all cut up. I have mascara bundles that need to go out for product testers. And I got 9 of the 10 that I have. Plus, if they got a bundle, they already get like another set basically for free, or almost for free, plus the more twosies. We have that little wink twosies. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I gotta try getting this lined up. So once I get loyalty cards, I'm working on, oh, I ripped it. That's too short. Let's see if I need to stick a little part on there. That's gonna bug me. Ah. All right, let's see here. It ripped a little short. How short? Is it short enough that's gonna bug me? Let me see. I need better light right now. I'm like, oh, dang it. That actually probably would have been enough, just like that. Which side? All right, let's try with this longer piece. Otherwise, it's really on the outside of my other hand that it probably doesn't matter. If I can get it to stick. It keeps curling and it's hard to... It's like not enough to stick on my nail. Maybe I should let it sit there and then put the top coat on and then take that other part off. Okay, we'll see. All right, I'm gonna cut strips of this one really quick. I just need a couple more. I'm probably gonna need 3. Oops, I almost forgot to take the clear plastic. That is really tough if you cut strips and forget to take the clear plastic off. Just saying, it is hard to get off because the strips are so skinny. All right, I think I'm... All right, let's get 2 more strips cut. They don't have to be perfect, even though I'm a perfectionist. It is. All right, let's see if that is enough. So, I already, oh, and then I don't know if I've shared this. I shared this in my group, but I don't know if I've shared it on here. That I have earned, there's 3 levels for our next incentive trip.